What's up, people of the world? My name is Jay, and welcome to this edition of Sleight of Hand 101. Today we're going to be working on a color change, one of my favorites, known as the Shapeshifter. I know you guys will enjoy this one. So, grab a deck of cards, and let's begin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rifle down the side of the pack just like so. All I need you to do is to say stop at some point. Right there? Perfect. We'll go ahead and take that card, the 10 of clubs. We're going to leave that 10 back in the center of the deck, just like so. You can see that clearly. We're going to go ahead and push that in. And now we are going to shuffle the cards, thereby losing your card very deep in the center. I'll even give it a cut here so you can see that clearly the card is neither on top nor on bottom. It's somewhere in the center of the deck. Now we are actually going to take this 10 of diamonds and watch what happens if we take this off and we give it a flick. We get your 10 of clubs. Now let's see how that's done. So for this trick, you will need to know how to do a double lift and some sort of false cut, whether that be the swivel cut flourish or the Sybil cut or something else, something that maybe you've come up with. So if you don't know how to do a double lift, go ahead and click the video at the top of the screen. If you don't know how to do the swivel cut flourish, go ahead and click the video in the middle of the screen. And if you would like to learn the Sybil cut, which is just another false cut, like I said, go ahead and click the video at the bottom of the screen. Come back after you've watched those, learn those, and we'll get started. Groovy. Let's get on into the tutorial for the Shapeshifter. So right off the bat, you want to let your spectator know that you're going to rifle down the side of the pack just like so, and you want them to say stop. Give them a little bit of control here. So rifle down, they'll say stop. At this point, you pull a triple lift. Now, if you don't know how to pull a triple lift or a double lift, essentially, from the middle of the deck, you can also take it from the top, but I really encourage that you learn the double lift from the center. It's very popular, it looks really fancy, and it's awesome. So go ahead and pull a 1, 2, 3 triple lift and say this is their card, the 7 of clubs. Now you have this situation where they don't know these two cards are here, and that's perfect. That's the situation you want to be in. You're going to flip that over and take, obviously not their card, and put it somewhere in the center of the deck. Now I encourage that you show them that it's in the center like this. Gives them a little bit more sense of control and where their card is. Now after you've pushed in their card, you want to tell them that you're going to shuffle. And I like to do a normal shuffle right off the bat. If you can't do that or you need a table to do that, that's fine, go ahead. Otherwise, perform the swivel cut flourish, which looks like this, or the Sybil cut, whatever your fancy is. Now at this point, you're in this situation where their card is second from the top. And what I like to do is I like to say, see, now your card is neither the top card nor the bottom. It kind of gives them the sense that, oh, okay, my card is actually in the center, when really it's right there. And what you do is when you show them this card, get yourself a break under the top card. The best way to do that, and the way I do it, is just to push it over very lightly and then get your pinky underneath it like this and hold that flesh break. Don't make it too obvious, but do a nice little push over. Just get that break. That's the easiest way I know how. If you can pull a break by pulling down on the cards, some people can do that. That's a really good way to do it as well. You're in this position now. Their card is right here. You're showing them this card. And what you're going to say is, I'm going to take this card and change it. And this is when you perform the Shapeshifter. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to take a double lift, essentially a back-to-back double lift like this. You're going to position the cards like this in your hands. Now you're going to be using your thumb and your middle finger of both hands, and if you're right-handed, it's going to be a specific way. If you're left-handed, it's going to be a little bit different. I hold the deck in my left hand, so this, for any person that holds the deck in the left hand, follow me this way. If you hold it in the opposite way, kind of figure it out for yourself, but essentially you're going to go on the opposite corners of where the numbers or the letters are, essentially, and you're going to put your thumb at the back part and your middle finger at the front part, so like this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb of your other hand and go where the middle finger is up here. You're going to put your thumb there, and your middle finger of this hand is going to go on the bottom where your thumb is down here. So you're in this position where you can kind of flick it around a little bit, bend the card in some weird ways, essentially. Now make sure the hand that's not holding the deck is not over top of the card, because people can't see it. Move your hand down a little bit. If your hands are small, it might be a little bit trickier, but work with it. Make sure that they can clearly see this card. That's the main focus. Now this is a lot easier than it looks. What you're going to do is you're going to take your middle finger and your thumb of the hand that's holding the deck, and you're going to bend downwards, creating an upward bow like this. in the cards. Okay? Now what you're gonna do is essentially release with your thumb just a millisecond, very short amount of time, right before you release with your middle finger. And essentially what you're doing is you're springing the card to flip over. Okay? So you really need to have a good grip with your other hand here. Make sure the cards don't fall out. And so you bend it, and bend it. I like to just kind of play around with it, show my spectator what I'm doing in a sense. So bend, maybe a little more with your thumb, and then essentially you flick and let go. And when you do it fast, it rotates the card. It's a lot easier than it looks. Essentially, this is what it's supposed to look like. Except I overshot that one a little bit. There you go. You just get used to the flick. Essentially, you're bringing your middle finger inwards too. So you're flicking and you're kind of saying like, come here with your middle finger. That sounded a little creepy, but essentially that's what you're doing. You're just flicking it and spinning it. And like I said, it's a lot easier than it looks and you will get used to it, but perform it. And then the cleanup is very simple. You just drop the cards on the deck. Essentially, you're completely clean and you're ready to move on to your next trick or your next flourish. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot and I appreciate it so much, guys. And even if you didn't like this video, which I can't really imagine why that would be, but if you didn't like this video, just hit that like button anyways. You're not gonna lose sleep over it. There's no skin off your nose. Just hit that like button. Like I said, I appreciate it so much and it really, really does help me out. And make sure you guys check out the description box so you can see my Twitter, my Facebook, and my blog pages so we can all stay connected and have a good time. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And I'll catch you guys later.